Good morning, class. Today we will be solving question 1 on the 2010 Calculus AB AP exam. There is no snow on Janet's driveway when snow begins to fall at midnight. From midnight to 9 a.m., snow accumulates on the driveway at a rate modeled by f of t equals 7t e raised to the cosine t cubic feet per hour, where t is measured in hours since midnight. Janet starts removing snow at 6 a.m., t equals 6. The rate g of t in cubic feet per hour at which Janet removes snow from the driveway at time t hours after midnight is modeled by g of t equals 0 for 0 is less than or equal to t is less than 6, 125 for 6 is less than or equal to t is less than 7, and 108 for 7 is less than or equal to t is less than or equal to 9. First things first, we should break down this equation and find the critical information. We should realize that both f of t and g of t are rate equations. Because f of t represents the rate of snow added, it will be positive, while g of t, which represents the rate of snow removed, will be negative. Since we are given rate equations, we will most likely be using integrals. Part A, how many cubic feet of snow have accumulated on the driveway by 6 a.m.? To find the total amount of accumulated snow, we must find the area between the rate function f of t and the horizontal axis. Since we are given the rate equation, we can find the amount of snow by taking the integral from t equals 0 to t equals 6 of f of t. Using fn int, we find that this equals 142.275 feet cubed. Part B. Find the rate of change of the volume of snow on the driveway at 8 a.m. Rate of change at a specific point in time is the derivative. Since we are given the rate equation, we can simply plug in t equals 8 to f of t to find the rate at which snow is accumulating, then subtract the rate at which the snow is being removed. Therefore, the net rate of change of snow on the driveway is equal to f of 8 minus g of 8 equals negative 59.583 feet cubed per hour. Part C. Let h of t represent the total amount of snow in cubic feet that Janet has removed from the driveway at time t hours after midnight. Express h as a piecewise defined function with domain 0 is less than or equal to t is less than or equal to 9. To find the volume of snow that Janet has removed, we must integrate the g of t equation. G of t is the rate at which Janet removes snow from the driveway. It is a piecewise function, meaning that different equations represent the rate during different intervals of time. In order to find the total amount of snow Janet has removed, we integrate the piecewise function, creating another piecewise function. Looking at the first integral, we integrate the equation g of t equals 0, shown here. Then, for the second integral, we integrate g of t equals 125, shown here. Lastly, for the third integral, we integrate g of t equals 108, shown here. But we must also add to this final piece 125 so that the equation represents the total amount of snow removed, not just the snow removed from t equals 7 to t equals x. This is the entire piecewise function. How many cubic feet of snow are on the driveway at 9 a.m.? To find the amount of snow on the driveway, we must find the amount of snow that has accumulated and then subtract the amount of snow that Janet has removed. This can be written mathematically as the integral from 0 to 9 of f of t dt minus the integral from 0 to 9 of g of t dt equals 26.335 feet cubed. Thank you for listening to our tutorial. Have a nice day.